Can't judge unless you in my reason. Remember as a child, I hated Christmas, that's the worst season. The only gift I ever got was freedom.
Yo, it's the Rogue Soul Podcast.
Yo!
What's good?
What's up?
How y'all feeling?
Feeling good, tired.
I've been drinking all day.
Been drinking. Look, I'm about to catch
I've been drinking all day,
I'm about to catch. Hey, quick shout out, my man. Don't stop drinking. You know, gotta rock the hat, man.
I like the hat, man. Got multiple colors.
I think right now this is the only colorway, but listen, man, y'all go check out my man. Don't stop dreaming. Wow, they got it all right there. Shirts, sweatsuits, and all. But now, how y'all feeling today, man?
I'm all right. I'm okay. You know,
productive. What should I drink today, guys? White or red?
White.
Okay.
I think white is a little bit more classy.
I've been drinking red for the last couple of episodes.
So you trying to call her not classy?
No, I'm not saying that the red was.
I think he was throwing shots.
I was saying like the red is a little.
I'm going to drink some red wine today. So today I have some 7 daughters. This is my first time seeing this. They're Moscato Bus. They need to sponsor my ass, but I know they had a red wine, but I'm about to try it. So
today I got Sutter Homes. You know what I mean? The classic go-to. We've been going to it since 13.
Since y'all throwing it out there, you know I'm going. Mr. Yes, sir.
We don't do Patron no more, bro.
No, speak for yourself, my guy. I do. I definitely do. Let's get to it though, Rogie. You know.
I'm into it.
So what we talking about today, man?
We are talking about. Are we living in a fucking Black Mirror episode? Because what the fuck is going on? Like at this point. It's just so much crazy shit happening every day. That's just like, what is actually happening? Motherfucking NYPD got robot dogs. My nigga, this was a real episode on Black Mirror. Now, Mark Zuckerberg want to turn Facebook into a future virtual universe. Elon Musk is talking about ending world hunger. What the fuck is going on right now?
I ain't gonna hold you. That Metaverse shit is hard. That shit is so hard to me.
You go ahead and get sucked in.
Why is that? Why? What you like about it?
I mean, G shit, right? Just imagine, like your own universe, how you want it. The only time where it can be like a little utopia, you know what I'm saying? You can have it decked out how you want. You can have your character look like how you want it to be, you know. And it's just like your own type of imagination put into like real world. I guess in virtual reality type shit. Are you actually living through it?
So you don't think that's gonna allow you to lose touch with what's actually real because like you're constantly on virtual reality? Like that's not.
I'm telling you right now, I'm finna get the fuck off of Facebook. I'm finna delete my page tonight.
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. Like I feel like what you mean though? You gonna lose touch?
Like if all right. So for example, like you said, you creating your own utopia. You're creating, I guess, a safe haven or whatever you want to call it. Your own world in which, you know, you can do basically whatever the hell you want.
Right.
So you're going to be on the jump. You're going to start to believe that this is reality. Like, you're going to start to believe that this is reality. And I feel like if that virtual reality becomes your reality, you start to lose your human side. Like, if everything is...
What you mean you're human? But how you...
We've literally been saying this for the last couple episodes when we've been talking about relationships and shit and how social media has made people like not know how to be socially cognizant in approaching people. You don't think that this is furthering?
I mean, yeah, like for some people, but that's where you're gonna have to gain, like just like with social media, you're gonna have to know the tolerance, your tolerance with that shit, and how.
And people don't though. Like I personally just think that this shit is so dangerous, which is why, like, we have like I guess for my generation and like in comparison, like technically we're Gen Z, however, we're on the back end of millennials though. So I feel like a lot of similarities that we have like as 90s kids are very similar to millennials. Like, I don't feel like I relate to the Gen Z thing at all because all these damn trigger words, all this new sensitivity about shit, you got to mince your words and tiptoe around everything you damn saying. People on social media playing these damn games, killing each other, all this stuff.
So,
I don't know.
You don't like games that kill each other?
The amount, no.
Wait,
People,
did you say that?
no, people don't know how to separate reality from what's on social and just technology, period. People really don't know how to separate the two. Like, it's a mental illness, and especially because we're still in a pandemic, guys. So people are still at home all day. Some people are still 100% remote. I know I am. So what the fuck are you doing all day?
Brogy.
I'm.
I said, get one up. Get one up.
There we go. There we go. No, but I mean, with me with the virtual reality shit, right? Because people are doing it now with virtual reality headsets, and you still can know like when to take it off, when not. And I know with this one though, because just like you said, you can create your own universe, whatever the case is. A lot of people might get addicted. We're gonna have a lot of obese motherfuckers. I will say that. A lot of motherfuckers will not run no more. They will run in their mind, not physically.
If you saying that we gonna be obese, have you put on an Oculus VR headset, my nigga? It's no way you're gonna be out of shape doing that shit.
But some of that shit though, some of that I'm saying though, I don't know how his shit gonna be, but I don't think he was moving on his shit. He didn't show him moving. So I just think
that like it's the shit is like the Matrix. Like it seems like the Matrix, like, bro, you're controlling something, like, you know what I mean? Just something is being controlled, and then to the point where like if you start interacting, like it's gonna become like a day-to-day. Like I can't put it into words, but same thing with Sims, right? Remember we was playing Sims when we was younger, and like we would have our own person, and it'd be like the own little world and shit.
Yeah.
People used to stay on the Sims all day because it's like, damn, like this is like my little character. Like
it's my life.
I see people doing fine who got Sims characters. People doing fine who got
no, but the difference between that, like Mark Zuckerberg's vision is for him to essentially like phase out Facebook and Metaverse become like a for real social network. People do business on social network. When we're trying to get people, we use our social media. So like this is literally a virtual reality universe. It's not a game, it's not a stimulation.
Yeah, like that's
but you looking at the negatives, look at the pros to this shit, right? Hear me out. Hold on. Hear me out.
Before getting into this topic of conversation, please go watch Black Mirror season 5, episode 1, where they was in the virtual reality fighting game, where they was tapped into that shit.
I mean, regardless though, the pros to that shit, right? Imagine your cousin out Alabama, you in DC, somebody else in LA. This time y'all can kind of like virtually meet each other, virtually kick it with each other, and get a sense of like, you know.
What is he talking?
What does that feel like?
I mean, you don't know how I feel. Virtually, you might feel like you right there.
What the fuck is the difference between that and a FaceTime call though? Like
that's what I was about to say.
So you're in a virtual reality, right? You're actually doing shit, and you're like, I guess moving around, doing different shit. I don't fucking know, but
you're not doing shit. You're virtually doing it. So you're not.
Come on, bro. Y'all mentally doing it, but physically. Come on, bro. Don't act like y'all stupid, bro. Like
you acting like you.
What is the problem? What is the purpose of virtual reality? To have reality virtual, correct?
Yes, I get it.
So it's just gonna feel like y'all linking them in reality type shit. If y'all doing a virtual reality meetup or whatever the case is, or let's say, right, you want to do a little business thing and you want to make it more fascinating, where you can kind of show descriptive things. You can meet up virtually, where you can meet, show everything, and I guess you could bring like different items into the game as well. Just like they did on that demo. I don't know if y'all saw the demo.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so Shawty saw the wall art, put the wall art in real life. Now, if I'm having a conversation with you and I'm trying to show you something, I can't, like on FaceTime, sometimes you might not get it. Now I could bring that shit virtually where you can see the whole 3D effect to it and all that shit. So that can already intensify a whole different meeting.
There's technology that exists for that already.
I was literally about to say that. Like, what fucking age you think we?
What technology exists to show you 3D shit? Please tell me.
Canva and Google. Virtually, my nigga, you can literally put up the AR augmentation up on, like, I could literally pull up a flyer or a menu I made for one of my clients for bartending and put that 3D shit on my wall from my phone. What are you talking about? In 3D.
Phone. I'm talking
about, bro, we could do, bro, we can watch television from our phone.
Huh?
Like we could, like, bro, we could. It's
you
so much
watch television. What?
Yes.
That's not the fucking. That's not what we talking about, bro. I said 3D figures. You talking about watching TV? I hate people like you trying to bring up an irrelevant fact.
I'm just saying we can real watch television.
You talking about TV on your phone?
Shit.
I'm talking about 3D figures. That's an irrelevant fact. TVs,
bro. But all right, okay. So we get to go have this fucking 3D meeting with 3D objects and shit in our virtual world. What is the difference between you and I having a business meeting on Zoom from California to DC, and I have things pulled up inside the Zoom to where you can see.
You don't even know how to work technology. I'm pretty sure reality would be easy with
like
you.
nah, but like that's not even the point. You been on dicks. Just because I'm not the best with technology don't mean that don't have nothing to do with nothing. The point is, you could do it. And it's like, not even just that. I look at it like this, right? So we all know about the NFTs and shit. What y'all think about that? What y'all think about NFTs?
I honestly don't even fucking understand it. To be honest, I just know it's with some crypto shit, and you can basically purchase pictures and art and shit. Like, I know it's going to be up there when it finally take off, but
now imagine virtually. You put an NFT in your little virtual space.
No, that's what I was about to say.
No, but
so like,
no, but
that is the life. My bad. Like that is the life that like I see like how shit gonna be if Mark Zuckerberg have his way, because
that's cool.
Basically, NFTs is gonna be like people will pay millions to have their NFT in the virtual world. Because then it gives you notoriety in the virtual world. But that's why I say you're losing your humanity through the shit. Because everything you're doing with NFTs, everything you're doing with the virtual reality is making this a priority. Like you losing yourself throughout the process.
Don't have no fun. This is
think about it.
It's supposed to just be
no,
little front space that you can just make shit on.
This is not fun. This is not a game.
Why is it fun to you? Why is that fun to you? Rogie, I don't understand why this is so fun to you.
Is it not? Is that not the origin of the shit? Like,
no, it's not a fucking game, Diamante. Like, this is what I'm trying to explain to you. It's not a game.
I need to start watching so much movies.
You need to watch more.
You need to fucking watch a movie.
I need to start watching.
Yeah,
you need to watch some shit.
I need to stop. Y'all need to stay.
This nigga only watch food. I ain't gonna hold you. All he watches is niggas not cultured at all.
I watch fucking. First of all, I watch movies and shit.
No, you don't. What
the
movies
quote is
the
quote.
I watch movies.
But the quote is, no, you need to watch some philosophical shit.
That nigga don't watch shit. I ain't gonna
watch
come up with that.
Because the quote is the best way to hide something is in plain fucking sight. All of the shit that we have been able to surmise and predict, it's a reason why we've seen it before. It's because they put it in our fucking movies, in our TV shows, so that we are desensitized from this shit. And clearly you are, because this is crazy.
I mean, food. Y'all just looking at it from a negative viewpoint. I see the positives from it, bro.
All right, so
hold on. GC, hold on.
Go ahead.
No. Imagine, all right, so you want to play in the NBA, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to play in the NBA. Just imagine, right? You got the Lakers jersey on. Lakers jersey, you playing right beside Bane. It's you and Bane. Y'all
nigga, this is not about 2K. This
wait, no. Let him finish. Oh, please let him finish.
Yeah, it's just you and Bane.
Let him finish, please.
Y'all just won a championship together. You're like that's like a dream right there, right? You play beside Kobe, win a championship. The Jane can make that shit happen for you. I'm not looking at all the fucking negatives. I'm looking at all the positives. All the shit that you want to happen might could happen.
I've dreamt I won championships with Kobe. Next, okay. I've already dreamed that.
Live your dreams. Live your dreams.
Nigga, that's what the virtual reality gonna be, a dream, nigga. I'm dreaming it.
That you're living your dream.
I done did it. Me and Kobe won 7. Real deal. Like, what are you talking about? Fuck. That's not the point. The point is, bro, like, for example, right? How many y'all got scrapbooks still? Like a scrapbook, like a picture scrapbook?
Like, I got yearbook.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? Like a physical picture. Like, how many physical pictures do y'all got?
I asked about a yearbook.
I don't got too many.
My family has scrapbooks. We used to scrapbook. I haven't scrapbook in a long time, but we have scrapbooks.
The reason why I asked that is because think about it. Like when we go to like somebody's house or old family member's house, the thing about the nostalgia in the house is the old pictures. Like we could trace and track, like during these moments, like, damn, I could kind of see it was black and white. It was a certain color. So you knew the era, you knew the time. That's reality. Like, that's what we know. Now moving forward, for one, all of our shit is in our phones. All of our photos are in our phones, right? They're all saved to iCloud. Like our house, like everything is gonna be like, why would you not having artifacts no more? You know what I mean? Like you're not having pieces. Like shit is digital. It's all digital.
Okay, we getting older. I mean, it's fucking modern. We're modernizing shit. We're not fucking sticking to physical stuff. A lot of
no, Demonte.
I stick with something physical. I like the digital trend. Like,
first of all,
you a fucking nerd. That's why.
No.
You a fucking nerd.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
No. Poindexter ass nigga.
No.
First of all, you wear goggles. Don't talk to me, Kelvin.
The mic right now.
Hold on to me, because he tried to call nigga out. You wear goggles. Leave me the fuck alone, nigga.
I am grabbing. Damn wine got me a little bit, but no, I'm grabbing the mic because
it's me. What just happened?
I got hot. I'm sorry.
Oh, respect.
I got hot. But no, the thing about the virtual reality stuff. Did y'all watch The Social Dilemma on Netflix?
No.
Watch The Social Dilemma. Basically, The Social Dilemma is talking about how all the AI in your phone and in your computer and all these social media apps and whatever you're using literally thrives off of your actions, like, and your triggers and how you feel, like the emotional triggers you give your phone. Like these motherfuckers, the guy he worked for Twitter or Facebook. He worked for one of them. And basically he was just exposing everything that they pretty much use. So basically he was saying, like, if you like somebody, like Instagram uses location tracking. So like if you're in the vicinity of the person that you like or whatever, or somebody that you know, they'll throw their pictures into your feed or they story into your feed. So it'll trigger you to have a actual social response. So it might trigger you to go walk over to that person and say something because you're being reminded of it on your phone. Like when motherfuckers be saying our phone is listening when you was just thinking about something, it's true. Your phone learns your behaviors. So for this fucking metaverse, all of that shit, the only thing it'll have to rely on is virtual reality. So in that event, all of the personal information that you put on your computer and on social media, they're pulling that shit and profiling. That is your social media footprint. That is scary as shit. And now we're about to create people out of it on a platform. This is not scary to y'all?
D, is it not scary to you?
This not scary.
I like how she, worded it,
I like how she
worrisome, but they make clones. They might make some clones.
It's definitely a clone.
That's cool. I know how to beat myself. You know what I'm saying? He try to come at me, I'm gonna whip his ass.
Trust yourself, because.
But okay, so like, all right.
See, if people on live talking about what the fuck, I'm pretty sure y'all didn't know that. Go watch that shit. It's probably not even on Netflix no more, but go watch that shit. And today, he talking about Mark Zuckerberg deletes 1 billion people's private data, but that you got 6 billion other motherfuckers' private data.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
It's not scary to you.
I mean,
you want to immerse your life. Like I'm literally looking at the article right now. This food literally has a holograph of the real person. You're putting on a headset and it's a holograph of you. This is not scary. This is a 3D rendering of you going into somebody's system.
So you scared of holograms?
I'm scared of anything that's not authentically me. What the fuck I need a holograph for? I'm not Tupac.
Holograph. You think he was real? You think he's dead? You think he's still dead? Tupac. He had a hologram.
That's what I just said. I'm not Tupac. Fuck I need a holograph for.
I mean, look, I ain't gonna hold you.
Hell, y'all talking about Diamante on here? No, Diamante.
So okay. Let me ask y'all this. So with we not stupid though. We do know that eventually something like this will happen. Like we're in a trend of a digital era. So like, how do we stay ourselves within this shit is the question.
That's why you say you limit yourself, bro.
Limit yourself. Divest from that shit.
Because I got like literally put 2 hours on my phone for all social media for every day of the week. Like on the weekends, that's when I give myself a little break. But on the week, it's 2 hours social media. Because there's no way I should spend more than 2 hours on Instagram and Twitter combined. And on the week that when I could be doing something different. And that's what people have to learn.
This is what I'm saying though. I feel like socially we grew up different. Like when we got social media, we was about to be in high school for real. So like these kids, like there are kids on social media, like actual like elementary schoolers, like 8 years old on TikTok.
I was on MySpace on elementary.
We was not on MySpace elementary.
It was so like no, it was like 6th grade, probably like 6th grade.
Yeah, I ain't get on MySpace till middle school, man.
Yeah, MySpace.
I was in 6th grade. Yeah,
MySpace was definitely middle school, and that was short lived. But I also feel like we were at the crux of like the start of social media really changing the landscape of things socially. Because like when we was in middle school and early in high school, niggas was on Facebook. Instagram wasn't even as popping as it was. Instagram really didn't get popping until college, if you really want to be honest. Twitter really ain't get popping until late in high school. Twitter was not popping at first. Nobody was on Twitter at first.
I don't know about that.
Nobody was on
when Twitter. I remember
I've been on Twitter for 12 years. I've had the same Twitter for 12 years. So
I'm trying to tell you, 10th grade year, I never forget when Glizzy and Fat Trail was it Glizzy and Fat Trail? No,
that's what I'm saying.
Glizzy. That was early 10th grade.
That's what I'm saying. Later in high school, Facebook was really where it was at. When we first really got on social media, we was at the beginning of a lot of how like all of these social media networks had been out. But I feel like when our generation really started using it, we were the ones who really jump started like Instagram models, influencers, branding. Sure. Like we started that. Now the kids on there now, like we grew up still knowing that a motherfucker gotta get a job. Nigga gotta go to school. They gotta do what they gotta do. Now kids is really like, I want to be an influencer. Like just did all this school.
But that's what I'm saying. Like we're gonna have to raise our children in that. So like, how do you balance that? Because
you don't have to raise your children in that.
Yes, you do.
No, you do not. No, you don't.
How are you not? How are you not? Wait. How are you not gonna have to raise your children in an era of social media influencers? Come on now. Like,
first of all, America and the Western world is not the only existence that you have to have. We're the only existence that relies heavily on technology like this. And also,
so you're not gonna raise your kids in America? You're not gonna raise your kids in America?
Everybody that know me know that I'm trying to move out the country.
So you're gonna raise your kids out the country?
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure they use technology.
Well, how about to say?
Absolutely.
Well, can you? Well,
I don't plan on going nowhere.
What part of the country does not using a technology heavy?
I'm
asking. I don't know. I'm asking.
No, because y'all frame of reference is too small for me right now.
I'm asking a question.
I'm telling you, there are still civilizations who don't even know that the internet exists. There are still civilizations that are untouched. So there are definitely parts of society simply because of the lack of access. Everybody doesn't even have access to technology or the internet. So that doesn't even make sense.
Humble.
But what does that have to do with raising your child in an era with
my child? When I make my move out of the country, I am planning to move somewhere tropical where I can learn to live off the land. My children will learn how to be actual hardworking citizens that don't have to rely on technology. Sure, if they want to go out and seek it, yeah, because the shit is going to be there. Like it's going to be there. I can't completely take it out of their life, but that's not what I'm not going to rely on that. Like all these little kids running around with iPads and all that. Like I'm so glad my sister has not given my nephew an iPad. Like every little child, he's 4. All these little kids got iPads now. Why has that become normal?
That's what I'm asking, but that's what I'm trying to get to the
So,
bottom of it. But
I
go
would
ahead.
say you could. It's a big time where you can kind of like separate the child from like being too indulgent. You know what I'm saying? That's why you put them in certain activities. That's why you make them go outside. You know, just like how our parents did. Like, motherfucker, go outside.
Exactly. You
It's
asked
different.
that
It's
question.
different. It's different. It's different.
Very
It's different.
humble. No, very humble is different. But you gotta know that boundary. Like, as an adult, and we already going through the whole social media shit. We know the effects of it. We had to control to set that boundary with our child. Like, it's a lot of motherfucking time restrictions you can put on devices. It's a lot of parental things you can revoke that like
Absolutely.
access to this shit. And it's like you can have those conversations. And I feel like nowadays it's important to communicate with your child. Like, hey, I understand what's going on with social media, but then now you can I think you can speed up the real talks with your children.
Because no, for real.
Wait.
People need
But
to
let me
stop-
wait. I have a rebuttal for both of y'all because the thing is, my man, real life, my man, his little brother, he used to watch us go to the movies. He used to watch us go down gallery. He used to watch us all go on moves growing up. And like he's 14 now, so he's just entered high school. He just finished his freshman year. We hollering at him. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Like, what do y'all do for fun? He said it's not like y'all. You want to know why? Because niggas his age don't want to do shit. Because like real live, like wait.
Go ahead, Kelvin.
Even if you
I'm gonna bring it back for you.
Because the thing about it is, yes, you can. His mom has them boundaries. He was raised under the same household. But you are a product in your environment. Your child was going to make the decision on his own due to his generation, the same way we did. We made our decision based on our generation. We made our decision based on what our friends was doing. Honestly, we was a part of it.
You're right.
So they gonna do the same thing. So you saying obviously the only way in my head is like you said, take him to a place where there's no technology, have him grounded on those principles. Because if his ass or her is being born in America, technology ain't going nowhere. It's only going to advance.
This is the thing, though. That's what I was saying. Like, you put them in the sports, you put them in different activities where it's people like-minded like them that want to do certain shit. Like, okay.
No, then you forcing it. What if he don't want to play sports? What if he want to be a gamer?
I'm saying if he don't, but you give him that opportunity.
There are plenty of things. There are plenty of things that are non-technological that kids can participate in. Let's not act like
I'm not negating that. I'm saying they don't want to.
However,
they don't want to.
However, what I was about to say is millennials and I guess Gen Z were the introduction to this social media age. Okay, so hear me out. Gen X is our generation of parents before millennials. Okay, that's our generation of parents. So, which I'm guessing most teenagers now, parents might fall into the category of Gen X. Okay, Gen X didn't have access to all this technology. Okay. Mm-hmm. In between that, we were getting the introduction to technology. Then you skip to Gen Z and these new kids. Don't know what they're going to be called yet, and these new kids who are taught to heavily rely on social media and technology. We were the introductory part, so we're good with that shit. It's like, okay, whatever. We on social media, whatever. Because like I swear, people in our age group is the only people I have seen that is not as heavily immersed in social media as these kids, but also older people. These parents are on social media heavy, lazy as fuck, not watching their kids, not teaching their kids about other shit besides the parents trying to be on social media, trying to be influencers with the children. Now let's be very clear. I can't get my mother off of Facebook and Instagram hashtagging shit. They love it. So the same way that kids get sucked in, these older adults have too. So that's what's being taught to these kids. You gotta think outside of the matrix. You don't need to be on social media.
Can it just be that we used to it by now? Like
we're used to it's no, like I feel like for us, because we've kind of seen the phases of like pretty much the evolution of social media for real, because like y'all don't remember what Facebook and Instagram used to look like. I remember
Rogie, come on, y'all. We ain't take a shot in a break.
No, because this is great. This is great debate. But no, we have literally seen every step of all the new developments. Think about it. When we first got on social media, that is what it was. When we after that we were able to see all the new additions to social media, like Facebook Messenger, Instagram stories, live, archives, tagging people. Motherfucker, you know how long tagging people in the picture has been around? That's been around since 2014. I feel like that was way more recent than that, but it's been around since 2014. We've been present for every step of the evolution of social media to see what it is now. So I feel like we're able to divest a little bit more from it because we didn't have all of these addictive things and features.
Do you agree with that?
I'm trying to agree with that. Like, what's the message that we trying to get across with that, though, is what I'm saying.
I think what she's saying is the fact that it started with us will be able to
I literally just said because those addictive features were not available to us, like the psychology of what they are doing with artificial intelligence, what I just explained to you from the social dilemma, those were not present when we were on social media in the beginning. All of them damn tactics and everything in our adolescence, we was not being targeted like that. The social networks was for older people and for people to actually network. That's why it's called a social network. It has turned into something totally different that they probably didn't imagine for it. Twitter was for professionals to be able to tweet professional opinions. It was not for none of the ratchet shit that's on our timeline now.
I mean, bro, but the thing is, we made a change, right? And I would say over time.
But that's the point I'm trying to make. The kids now, the technology that is present now and all these features are literally targeting children to fucking be absorbed by this shit. They literally call this shit an internet addiction. So many kids.
Shit, though. I don't really think like Vine is just like TikTok. And then like the Facebook, like
okay, but listen, think about Vine though. Think about Vine. Vine was only 6.
What you was saying?
Let me say one thing. What I'm saying, I feel like with the big riff and what you were saying, the older people, they just kind of getting hip to technology. So when they get on the Facebook, they kind of
it's exciting
because they never got to talk to their family virtually and shit. So that's why they posting everything. With the younger kids, they just getting on this shit. This shit is something new to them. So of course they're gonna be addicted. But us, we had this shit since we was kids and we're adults. So we already grew over it. Just like if you bought like when you buy something brand new or some shit, like of course in the beginning you love the shit out of it, and eventually you just grown adapt to it. The PS5 I was geeking for when I first got it. Now I barely play it. It's the simple fact that we become adjusted to it. So
we've seen all the comings and goings of technology.
Hear me out.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I know that. Let me finish, man. What I'm saying is, with that's what we can kind of go off and teach it to our kids. I don't know about adults. Adults not gonna listen to children. You know that's just a big little gap. Whatever the case is. But children, though, we can really instill that into them because we know how it is, and that's why I'm saying like that's where the communication really coming to a part.
And because of go ahead, finish.
Because communication come to a part. Because with the technology, it builds that little void or whatever the case is, but that's why you got to actually talk to them, explain this shit to them, and then we can't motherfucking sugarcoat shit no more. I think that's the great thing about it. They going to see it on the internet regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck are we going to sugarcoat it and tell them the real world? And to piggyback on what you were saying, those stacks about how kids, you know, sometimes they don't, like the other kids, my nephew explained that to me, like, yeah, all they like to do is play Fortnite, like the other kids and shit. But literally, right?
That's all I'm saying.
Nah, but look, we put them in football, and then it's those kids who like to play football, but they like to do physical shit or whatever the case is. Now they can he has a friend group. That's what I'm saying. Like if he like to do something and those certain kids don't like to do it, just put them in like a group or put them around some people who actually doing some physical shit.
For real.
Kelvin,
no, because Kelvin, I feel like because we've worked with youth, especially with high schoolers who are at the precipice of their fucking puberty. We've dealt with 9th graders each and every fucking year. We see how fucking lazy these parents are. We didn't told these parents about their kids and all they want to fucking do, because guess what? They follow me on here. I follow them. I see what the hell they doing. They on social media every damn day, all day.
That's the thing, right? Like we wanted. All right, so this what was cool. This what was cool with us, right? Going to the go-go's, going out. That was cool.
But
Being a hooper, being a football player, that was cool. Like
because
now,
also
that's not cool. Like if you ask them, like you said, listen though, we got these 14-year-olds, right? We got these 14-year-olds. You can ask them right now, how many of them want to be football players? How many of them want to be basketball players? These youngins don't want to do it because technology now they want to do what their friends do.
Let them finish real fast. Man, let them finish. I know you.
But I was just saying, if all his friends are doing it,
proving my point.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you can't. I'm not saying that as a parent, like you said, like y'all both are saying, you can set the boundary. You can set whatever you want, and you can put him in the things. But if his friends, like I said with my man, his mom set the boundary already. The standard was already set. She restricts him, does the same thing. But you want to do what your friends doing. Now you're gonna have individual thinkers, but like we thinking about the majority. Like how many?
But people who have been who think freely had to have been taught to think freely, because you live in this society. Like all the shit that I know and think about.
No, I disagree.
You gonna tell me what I do?
No, you said if you live in this society that people who are independent thinkers are taught to think freely. And no, I was not. No, I was not taught to think freely.
Kelvin, hold the hell up. So all of the ideas that you have about thinking freely, you've done no level of research on.
Yeah, I've taken it upon myself to do research.
But you've been taught and have learned how to properly formulate those thoughts and opinions, correct?
Not by somebody else.
So who's writing the research you're reading?
No, he's learning it. They're not.
Who are you learning from?
No, you're saying no.
Like you gotta come from a background.
You're saying you have to come from a background.
But listen,
of being taught how to think.
I didn't say you have to. You don't have to come from a back. You can meet somebody that changes your life and your way of thinking. It don't have to be with your parentage. You can meet somebody that changes your way of thinking. However, free thinking starts with somebody showing you how to think of outside of the matrix. Nobody, because we are born in this society, just like how you literally just said, if you raise a child in America, they're going to grow up with social media and technology as the background. If you raise your child up in being able to think freely, they will be raised as free thinkers. It is the same thing, nature versus nurture. And I feel like also going back to the social media thing, we've experienced all the dangers of social media. If you really think about it, all that exposing shit, Twitter fights, and all that has been scrubbed from social media. That shit does not happen anymore.
Yeah, getting exposed doesn't mean shit.
It don't happen.
Getting exposed don't mean shit. Rogie to that. Rogie, I ain't gonna hold you. I remember getting exposed was a thing.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. Not even exposed. And back in the day, I don't know if you had a Facebook back then, Kelvin, but
damn, my nigga, I had shit. I just wasn't.
You was that one nigga who now on social media. That's what I was saying. I wasn't saying it like that. But look, they had the motherfucking all them little DMV talk, like the little finance page,
pages, smash or pass pages.
Oh yeah, DMV. I do remember the DMV whole page because I messed with a few.
That used to be funny.
I was about to say
like I remember all that shit, and it's just like. Now I feel like
talk about that though, y'all. Like, don't y'all think it's a little weird now? Like how open
I personally don't think
sexuality aspect of shit is. Like, if a girl gets exposed now, you know what she'll say? She'll be just say, "This is my natural form."
No,
like,
but
I'm a natural
for real. Motherfuckers is like, I got exposed. Now here's my OnlyFans, bitch. And you know, I feel no, but I also do feel like. It has its pros and its cons for sure, but I do think with our kids being taught to accept sexuality and being able to frame sexuality in a different way will definitely change a lot of opinions and the relationship between men, women, or whatever you identify as, because you have the free will to experience who you are and different levels of sexuality. Like for us, we were scared of that shit. Now it's okay to be a hoe.
Legit.
What is a hoe?
I mean, shit, I ain't gonna lie.
Legit.
And like motherfuckers ask you that question, what is a hoe?
For real. I
Like,
ain't gonna
no,
hold you.
seriously, like I think that is positive because you don't want our children to have a negative relationship with sex and sexuality. I think that that's important. I think it actually starts with real education. Just like in our heritage, historically, we taught kids about sex. Like they knew about it because this is why you don't have all of the dumbass shit that be happening over here. Like we have all this different things going on because children are not taught about what sex actually is. Just sexuality, period. Like I do agree that this new, I guess, platform and just different level of accessibility has allowed us to be more able to think freely and share opinions freely. It also gives people a space and a platform to be who they are freely. However, shit is getting a little too sensitive around here. It's getting a little too sensitive.
But that's
You can do everything freely, but that's all I was saying. Virtual reality, you can do whatever the fuck you want freely. You ain't gotta worry about no opinions of nobody else.
But I gotta put all my damn personal information in there. And you rendering my shit and what
I just think but like that to me, that just all goes as far as like the direction in which things are going in. Like moving forward, things will be more sensitive. It'll be digital. I feel like we need to give people a way to adjust and adapt. Like I feel like that's what we can offer, because that's the hardest part about the shit. Like D said, like it's people who legit, you know what I mean? You can discipline yourself, but you human. You know what I mean? Like you human, like you bound to, make them, fall victim, or you know what I mean? You just understand that damn, like Twitter and social and Instagram is entertaining. I can get on this shit any time of the day and be entertained.
But that's the reason, that's literally the reason why the shit keeps thriving and they're able to keep conceptualizing and developing all these things that are actually fucking distractions, because you have a whole virtual reality universe. People, I have heard people talk about how they have played the video game for hours straight.
But how can we help? You know what I mean?
But I'm just saying, but how do y'all think people are really about to be absorbed by this? Some people are escapists by nature. That's why we have people who drink excessively. That's why we have people who do drugs. That's why we have people who smoke weed, smoke cigarettes, do whatever they want to do. Like we have people who do that. But I think with this, like one of the concerns that's listed on the Wikipedia page for metaverses is internet addiction. You'll sit in that shit and you have completely detached from reality. This shit is creating sociopaths, psychopaths. Like we have to think about the psychological nature of what is happening. Artificial intelligence is literally made to cater to the psychology of your fucking brain, because everybody has a little AI.
But do you think people should just not have it? I think like that's what I'm saying.
I would just say at this particular time in life that we have, I think it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's impossible, but it will definitely make you have to work harder depending on what you're trying to do. Now, for me, I hate social media. I hate social media. I really do. Because the ignorant shit that I see on social media every day really lowers my vibration and really depresses me and really hurts my feelings sometimes. So sometimes I would rather not be on social media. However, I know that because I have a brand, I am a brand, and I have different things going for myself, I need to use it because this is where everybody is. Now, until I change my audience, I'm still living in America. Okay, so I'm still here. So like, in order for me to make shit happen right now, yes, I have to be on social media. For our podcast, I have to be on social media. So like, My goal is to set it up where I don't have to think about any of this shit, where I don't have to. That is my personal goal in life. So when I say I'm moving out the country, hell yeah, y'all gonna have to catch me on the flip.
Well, y'all
The
heard?
literal flip phone. Y'all gonna have to catch me on the flip. Y'all gonna have to.
Y'all gonna have to catch on the flip. And look, and this has been a good episode. I'm gonna end it like this. I'm gonna just end it with a good question. Do y'all feel like we need to make a borderline, a time restriction on the social media, how we impact them? Leave y'all with that thought to, for the viewers.
Little think tank.
Little think tank.
Little think
Hey,
tank.
listen, no, it's Rose
Think
Souls
crazy, y'all.
Podcast.
Protect
It's D.
yourselves.
It's Stacks, man.
It's TT. Protect
Like,
yourself.
subscribe, comment, the whole nine. You feel me? Like,
Protect
subscribe.
yourself. Protect your spirit. Get in touch with yourself. Get in touch with who you are, and then you'll be divested from all this shit.
Remember as a child, I hated Christmas, that's the worst season. The only gift I ever got was freedom. I'm not really worried about my